in. It's an Elton John song that I hadn't really heard before until Bill mentioned it the other day. But now I am joined by Tammy Foley, who, well, you're in the midst of launching something. Not yet, but it's something related to Carers Week, which we've been raising awareness of all week. So in a nutshell, Tammy, what is it that you've been working on?
I've been working with a steering group to produce a regional carers website for the carers from the 3 different counties. It's really exciting. It's a great project, and it officially will be launched at the end of this month.
That's
But
amazing.
I've shamelessly come on to plug a soft launch because it is Carers Week.
It is Carers Week, and what better time to talk about the kind of the plights and the different support networks that are available for unpaid carers during Carers Week. It's what the week is all about, and well, it's good to get people to be aware of these things before they come, and to make those notes about, well, if this thing exists and it's being launched properly in a couple of weeks, well, what are the things that I'm looking for when it comes? Because what you don't want is people find that it's launched and they're like, it might not actually speak for them. But you've been part of this steering group that's actually been helping design it to make sure that it does tick those boxes. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been engaging with different carer forums, provider forums across Pembrokeshire, Carmarthenshire and Ceredigion. It's that co-production, so it's not done autonomously. It's done in that consultation, continuous consultation. So the end product will be a website that supports the provision and accessibility of consistent information and advice for unpaid carers across the 3 counties.
Because if you're a carer and you're looking for a friend or family member, what can often happen is it can feel very isolating, and you only know what you know, to put that in a not very glamorous way. So what the intention of this website is to open up people's horizons and their eyes as to everything that's available in this west corner of Wales to really help them thrive as an unpaid carer. Is that fair to say?
It's to make life easier, yes, in a nutshell. It's not replacing any existing websites. It's not duplicating existing websites. It's that one-stop shop where an unpaid carer will be able to filter down from their county to whether they're a young carer, an adult carer, parent carer, etc., and just find the information that they need. So it's carer specific as opposed to generic. And that's the really exciting part, because it's being done in conjunction with carers, with providers. It's about kind of tailoring it. And I also see the website just developing. So it keeps growing because the website's been purchased for 10 years. So we've got the sustainability and longevity as well.
That's fantastic. Now, we cross paths in person in the week, which feels odd. We spend most of our time talking like this at the moment, but we saw each other in the week at the community hub launch, which is for any resident of Pembrokeshire. But you've just hit the nail on the head there with this particular website. It is a connecting website, but it's with that target audience in mind, so that carers know exactly where to go for their individual needs. Because, as you say, it's not reinventing the wheel. It's a resource to go to other services that already exist, of which there are hundreds. I'm going to say hundreds of different services available in different localities as well. And you're bringing them all together.
Yes, just to bring it all together, to make it life just that little bit easier. So whether it's looking at peer support or local incentives, those discounts, those free cups of coffee if you bring your cared for with you, to legal advice, finance, and it will just direct carers to the external websites that already exist through a short description and a hyperlink. So it's really easy, user-friendly, which is what we want.
Yeah. And why is it important that we support these carers in our communities?
Oh, unpaid carers do such an amazing job, and coming into the project, it's just opened my eyes as to how much they do, from just looking after their cared for, to losing their own identity, to forget to look after themselves. It's just to make anything easier. It doesn't change the circumstances by any stretch of the imagination, but to make life that little bit easier to find that information, it's got to be a good thing.
Yeah. And of course, you can become a carer through circumstances beyond your control at any age, depending on the needs of your family members or friends. You might just find yourself in a situation you might not even recognize yourself as a carer, which is well, that's going to have a profound impact on some people. They find themselves in a situation. It's like, oh, well, who am I? Like, what's happened?
Statistics show that it can take up to 2.5 years to actually recognise that you are a carer. And that's just an unbelievable statistic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to it's okay, I just look after my mum or my sister or my friend. It's to have that recognition, because there's so many things there that are out there to help and support. But again, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So when the website launches at the end of this month officially, we're just going to be signposting people. It doesn't replace any existing, policies or procedures, but it's another platform to help.
Yeah. And we've got Carers Support West Wales saying Bordeda on the
Bordeda.
on the Facebook as well. So, but Bordeda indeed. And just going back, Toby, for Carers Week, we've had a series of conversations throughout the week, and he was chatting with Jake of Carers Wales, and he was talking about this false economy to kind of leave unpaid carers to one side, because they contribute so much in what they save the NHS in costs as well, through not going through paid caring support services. The cost and that value of life that they give the person that they're caring for is unmatched, because no one knows your friends or family better than you do.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And what this website will hopefully do, which I have every confidence it's going to do, is that these carers who are already doing a great job in supporting their family, their friends, their loved ones, is going to enhance the life of the person they're caring for, but themselves as well. And I've seen lots of images online about you can't pour from an empty cup. And hopefully we're going to be filling up their cup up, making them feel supported, less isolated, and more connected to the world that they're in, through no choice of their own, really.
Yeah.
And I think it's fantastic that the website is going to offer that and highlight already existing brilliant services that already exist, but to put them under one banner, I think is fantastic.
Thank you. So the shameless plug, the new
it.
website is called carerssupportwestwales.org. And I will pass the other information on to you to share through your channels later, if that's all right.
Yeah, fantastic. So the official launch is later this month, but we're here today because it is Carers Week. I'm going to put the comment from the Carers Support West Wales Facebook page on there as well, with their Bordeda. So you've got all the social media handles, so we can find you wherever we use the internet most. And Tammy, thank you on behalf of carers for providing this resource and just getting rid of that fear or of just that searching and that annoyance of, well, I don't know what's here. I don't know what's there. Is that best for me in my circumstances? Is this best for this person? You've brought everything under one roof, and I think that that's only a good thing. So, diolch yn fawr iawn. And I hope that the launch goes really well. And it's a resource that's utilized, as you've just mentioned, not just for now or tomorrow, but for 10 years into the future. And we can see it grow and become a real hub of activity for the carers in West Wales.
Thank you. And back soon, Tom.
Back soon. Yeah, we will catch up soon, no doubt. We've got ourselves some Traffic and Travel coming up on the way, and also some Janet Jackson Together Again. That's on the way right here on Pure West Radio.
Listen live at purewestradio.com.